Okay, 20 minutes before we say shap shap to you here on this Thursday morning. So experts say learners who are violent at school could be using this behaviour as a cry for help. A number of such incidents have been reported recently, with the latest being that of a Northwest learner who allegedly stabbed and killed his teacher over a plate of food. Non-profit organisation Touch a Million has implemented a holiday program to address the socio-economic challenges faced by children in hopes to lessen the scourge of violence in schools. To tell us more, we're joined in studio by Shirley Khoza, project manager of the Dream Kids program. Good to have you, Shirley. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Leanne.
So, you know, we look at these students, and obviously this is all surfacing because of the advent of smartphones and taking videos, putting it on social media, and we all get to see this. And then we start asking a million questions. What's going on to society? Where are we going? How bad is this? But the reality is that these kids come from communities. They come from a whole host of challenges that we need to ask, what is happening in their lives? This is nothing new to you, though. You see this all the time.
Definitely not new to us. I mean, as Touch a Million, how we came about the Dream Kids holiday program was seeing the issues and challenges that the kids were going through. You know, Leanne, you have learners who are going through poverty. They're living in families where unemployment is so high. Exposure to drug, alcohol abuse at home, within the community as well. It's bound to put so much pressure on these kids, and this is just it's an outcry, really. They are asking for help, and we need to provide them with psychosocial support.
Yeah, and that's the next point I wanted to get to, is that they use violence as a means of shouting out for attention, and sometimes this shouting out for attention goes overboard. Does it help, though? I mean, if they get their anger out and perhaps they are found and then they get the help, do you find that they can be rehabilitated? Does it work?
Yes, it does work. I think if we start from an early age, which is what the Dream Kids program is all about, we provide them with an outlet. Because there is no outlet in our rural peri-urban areas. There's basically no recreational activities for the holidays. So the learners find themselves getting into making bad friends, getting into mischief. So what the Dream Kids program does is we keep the kids engaged, and we keep them engaged and interacting with their peers. We bring in activities that will address some of the issues that they are going through. So it's not only fun and games, but we use edutainment to teach lessons. We've got youth cinema, where the learners watch a movie, an educational movie, and interact with their peers as well as a professional psychologist. Yeah. So we are opening up discussions and the dialogue so learners can open up and release their pressure elsewhere.
Yeah. You know, you and I were chatting a little bit off air, and we were saying that we're obviously seeing more of these video incidents, as I bring up the issue of the Northwest learner stabbing and killing his teacher over a plate of food. We saw yesterday the incident of a young boy on a bus beating a bus driver, and an elderly man, and beating him up, and many more of these. We're seeing them, but you have been seeing this for a long time. Is there an upsurge, or is it just because of social media that we are being now subjected to all of this?
We are being exposed to it more now because of social media. There are also a lot of factors that were not there before. Pressures of a young man have evolved from what a young man, his pressures of the 80s are different from pressures of this time. And the young people just do not know how to engage or participate in normal conversations. You know, with an elderly, we had Ubuntu back then, which helped us to obviously, a child knew certain things such as respect and so on. So we need to go back to the grassroots, teaching the learners responsibility and so on. Yeah. So that is what the Dream Kids holiday program seeks to do, using engagement and interactive sessions, as well as allowing the learners to also just have a little bit of fun, because they are children at the same time. Let's give them an opportunity to express themselves in just a safer and in a safe environment. Let's create safe environments for them in the communities, because you don't have that in rural areas.
Yeah. Let's just wrap it up and talk about what you're going to be doing, because you're apparently going to be in Mpumalanga for these holidays. How many schools do you hope to reach, and how can people get in touch with you and be a part of Dream Kids for their children?
We're going to be in Gapogweni, which is a township of Nelspruit. We're going to be at Mapagama Primary School from the 1st to the 6th of October. So we encourage the community to come through on the 1st. It's the open day where they'll find out what are the activities that will be going on for the rest of the week. People can get hold of us they can call a number, which is 076 848 0720. They can just come through and find out what it's about. We're basically using arts, social recreation, and interactive sessions to touch and transform lives of these young people.
Fantastic!
We've got about 13 schools that we will be hosting at the one venue.
Yeah. Listen, I wish you the best of luck. But here's that number again: 076 848 0720. Give it a call. Shirley Khoza, Project Manager for Dream Kids Program. Try and see how you can get involved and help in any way you can, or enroll your kids to try and be a part of this. All right, we take a break. It's 8:45. Stay tuned.